Alright, so I find myself a little bit conflicted with this Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Because, to be honest, there was some good wrestling on this program. But at the same time, was it worth $50, $55? No, no fucking way. Especially because two matches in particular, the title matches, the two big title matches, really fucking pissed me off. So, let's get into it, alright? My voice is a little sore. I got kind of a sore throat going on, so if I sound a little funky, that's why. Here we go with the first match on the pre-show. The Usos versus Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. And this was a pretty good match. I mean, for a pre-show, this was probably the best since they started doing this pre-show YouTube bullshit. This is probably the best pre-show match that they've had. It was pretty entertaining. At one point during the match, there was all four guys coming off the top rope from the corner. There was a superplex, super back body drop, a power bomb, all from the corner. It was a pretty cool spot. And Rollins powerbombed one of the Usos into the corner, and Reigns nailed the spear for the win. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns retain. You don't need to be a fucking genius to figure out that that was going to happen. But both teams looked good in this match, and the crowd was pretty into this match. Like I said, probably the best pre-show match I've ever seen since they started doing this bullshit. And the first official match of the pay-per-view was the World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank contract match. And this had some pretty good spots in it. I got some of my ones that were my favorites. Cesaro nailed Wade Barrett with that European uppercut. Swagger was pulling him off the ladder right into that European uppercut. It was fucking awesome, man. It looked great. Best European uppercut I've seen Cesaro deliver in a long time. He does a great European uppercut, but that was pretty fucking cool. And then Cody Rhodes had Cesaro in a package on his, like a brain buster, not a brain buster, a muscle buster, over his shoulder, dropped him on the fucking ladder on the corner. That was pretty cool. Swagger and Cesaro made like a mano ladder and walked out into the middle of the ring. And I think Cesaro was on top trying to reach for the briefcase, and then Cody Rhodes fucking drop kicked off the top rope, and everybody just ate it at that spot. It was good stuff. This match, I could say, was probably Cody Rhodes. This was Cody Rhodes' match right here. I mean, the end of the match was pretty much all Cody Rhodes. He looked very good in this match. Towards the end, he was all alone, climbing the ladder. Dean Ambrose comes in. They start duking it out on the top of the ladder. Rhodes gets busted open at one point, just above his eye, by hitting the ladder, taking a face shot to the ladder. But he's able to knock Dean Ambrose down, and then the Shield comes in. Shield comes in, everybody else gets in the ring, and the Shield's just kicking everybody's ass, except for Rhodes and Sandow. Rhodes managed to survive. He's back up at the top of the ladder. Sandow comes in, yanks him off. Rhodes does a big bump off the ladder, and then Ambrose grabs the title, or grabs the briefcase. He is the new Money in the Bank contract holder. I predicted it. You could pretty much see it coming. So the basic story of the match was that Cody Rhodes was able to fight off everyone but the guy from his own tag team. Couldn't do it. It's probably leading to a Cody Rhodes face turn, but, you know, it's the story of Cody Rhodes' career, you know what I'm saying? This fucking guy, he looks good in all of his matches. He looks fucking great in his matches. He puts on great matches. He's a great worker. And he spends all of his time busting his ass, making other people look good, making his matches good, but in the end, he just can't fucking win. It was in this match against Randy Orton, against fucking Sheamus, Antonio Cesaro recently. He just fucking jobs to everybody. This guy puts on great matches, but he never fucking wins. He always loses. And I just get so tired and frustrated of trying to stay invested in a guy that just never ever wins. I mean, it's been a very long time since he jobbed out to Big Show at WrestleMania. last year. That was it. I mean, he's just been like fucking down in the bowl, man, the toilet bowl, taking shits from everybody, man, just doing all the fucking jobs. And I just get tired of saying, yeah, Cody Rhodes looked good, buddy, jobbed again. Just gets old, man. Just do something with him, or fucking, I don't know, man. I don't want to see him go away because I like the guy, but they gotta fucking, it's the same old shit. They gotta fucking change it. They just gotta change it with Cody Rhodes. But I am happy that Sandow won. So that's a good thing. And the match was pretty decent. I enjoyed the match. So next up, and I wasn't even going to fucking talk about this, but I told somebody that I was watching this pay-per-view with, one of my friends, that I would. Brad Maddox comes out, and this fucking guy, you know, you're paying money to see a pay-per-view, and you get this fucking asshole coming out and just killing time, basically. It was fucking annoying. It was bullshit. And I just... It's like, why did I pay money for this? Give me my fucking money back now! You stupid. Vicky Guerrero wearing that cougar necklace on that stupid, not a judge's panel, but like an experts panel. That fucking table that they have now to try and make it more sports broadcasty. What a bunch of fucking garbage that is. Holy shit. That's Vicky Guerrero, a cougar. Jesus Christ. I've seen fucking grandmas, 90-year-olds, that are better looking than Vicky Guerrero. God damn. Alright, next up was the IC title match. Curtis Axel versus The Miz. And, let's see. Pretty early on in the match, The Miz fakes getting hit by Paul Heyman so that the ref will eject Heyman. And all that did was piss off the crowd, because then he started chanting, they started getting We Want Heyman chants. And later on in the match, The Miz kicked out of the Perfect Plex. Again, people just kicking out of this move left and right. I don't really like how they have weakened that move. Back in the day when Kurt Hennig used to do it, it used to be fucking... Like, that was a super powerful move. That was a move, when you got hit with that, it was a big fucking deal if you kicked out of it. Nowadays, you got guys like fucking, you know, every jobber down the street can kick out of fucking the Perfect Plex. It's annoying, you know. They need to keep that move powerful. But they're not. They've already ruined it. It's fucking ruined. Thanks, WWE. You're the best. Go fuck yourselves. At one point, Miz locked in the figure four. Axel flipped it. Miz flipped it back. That was pretty cool. Axel got to the ropes, and then he nailed this neck breaker into a face plant, a new finisher, I guess, for Axel. I'm pretty sure I've seen 3 finishers from this guy so far. The Perfect Plex, although I don't know if I can really count that, because he hasn't actually pinned anybody that I've seen with that fucking move. I'm just calling that a finisher from back from the Mr. Perfect days. So there's that. I don't know if you can really count that. I saw him do a weird DDT one time, but I guess that's gone now. Now he's got this faceplant neckbreaker type move. So I hope they settle on a fucking finisher for this guy soon and just have him stick with it. And I have to say, I thought this match was better than I thought it was going to be overall. I read people online saying this match was boring and they didn't like it. I didn't think it was boring. I thought it was a solid wrestling match. It was passable for entertainment value. I didn't think it was boring. It wasn't a great match, but it was okay. So, you know, I thought it wasn't that terrible. But if you want something terrible, look no further than AJ versus Caitlyn. I tried to pay attention to this match, but I zoned out real fucking quick. And then when I looked back, the match was over. AJ won with the Black Widow's submission, but I was bored and I didn't care. So, fuck it. And it does not get much better after that, because how's about a little Chris Jericho versus Ryback for you? Wow, let me tell you, if there was any match that should have been on the fucking pre-show, it should have been this goddamn match. And that tag team match should have been right here on the card with Jericho versus Ryback at the pre-show, because this match fucking sucked. This match was terrible. It was garbage. At the finish of the match was so ridiculous. It was fucking stupid. Ryback won with a roll-up. What? A roll-up? This guy is like muscled up, jacked out of his fucking mind. His physique is just intense, dominating. That's what his character used to be. But he pins Jericho with a roll-up. Like, it just adds to the pussiness of his character now. Absolute pussy. Why has this guy got to win with a roll-up? I never saw Goldberg win with a roll-up. I don't think I've ever seen Mark Henry win with a roll-up. You're going to have him win with a fucking roll-up? And a fucking horrible roll-up at that. This was one of the worst goddamn roll-ups I've ever seen. I mean, holy shit. Jericho could have like sneezed or hiccuped and his shoulders would have popped off the mat. There was nothing holding his shoulders down. Jericho could have just... There's nothing holding him down. He just laid there, and it looked fucking horrible, man. It was just garbage. This match was terrible, and it should have been on the fucking pre-show. Alright, so next up we have Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler World Heavyweight Championship match. Alright, so start the match. You got a massive Ziggler chants. Crowd's popping huge for Ziggler. Let's go Ziggler. Crowd super behind him. Ziggler selling his ass off throughout the whole match. There was some good wrestling from both guys. These two work well together, I believe. There was a real vicious German suplex that Ziggler took. It went into a pin. He sold the fucking shit out of it. It looked pretty fucking brutal when he got hit with it. Folded up nice, man. And I did like this match. Right up until the end. Right up when I knew it was going to happen. I called it 6 fucking weeks ago. And here it comes. AJ comes skipping out to the ring like the dumb fucking cunt that she is. And everybody knew this was going to happen. She hits Del Rio with the fucking Divas Championship and gets Dolph Ziggler DQ'd. And then you get a whole bunch of "you screwed Ziggler" chants after that. Ziggler walks away, leaves her in the ring. He's fucking pissed. Now, let me explain. When this first happened, I actually wasn't too upset because I was expecting a flat-out pin on Dolph, and that was the end. But it was a DQ, so I'm thinking at first maybe they're going to set it up for a third match at SummerSlam, a final match between these guys. So I thought, oh man, maybe they're setting him up for this, because it's DQ. But as today it's going through my head, and I just realized that they're just fucking stringing Ziggler along. I can't, they're always stringing Dolph Ziggler along. He lost here, but they're building him up for this. And he lost this match, but it seems like they're building him up for this. Let me fucking tell you something. They've been building Dolph Ziggler up for 2 fucking years. It feels like, but what are they building him up for what? I don't know. It's not to get a big fucking push, that's for sure, because they refuse to pull the trigger on the guy. He just keeps fucking tanking and doing the jobs and getting treated like shit. And that's exactly what happened here. And I lost my fucking place, so give me a second. They just keep fucking him over. And you want to know what money getting pissed away sounds like? You want to know what money getting flushed down the toilet sounds like? Let me get it for you. Here you go. Let's just listen. Let me tell you something. These fucking assholes, the management of WWE, if they think that it's the better choice to keep that belt on Alberto Del Rio and not give it to Dolph Ziggler, they're out of their fucking minds. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. Dolph Ziggler is way more entertaining than Del Rio, and it's just fucking stupid. You just are never ever going to be able to convince me ever that Del Rio is the better guy for that belt at this point in time in Dolph Ziggler. You're out of your fucking minds. This fucking management at WWE. I understand not everybody's a fan of Ziggler, and that's fine, but I believe that he's way more entertaining than Alberto Del Rio. Jesus Christ, this shit is stupid. So, are they going to set it up for another match? I don't know, but I'm just getting fucking pissed off. They're just stringing him along. There's no guarantee he's going to get that SummerSlam match, and if he does, he's probably going to fucking lose that too. Or they could put him in some shit-ass fucking feud with goddamn Big E Langston. That's something that I really don't want to see. I'd rather watch a fucking old lady get into a feud with her groceries trying to put them in the fucking refrigerator than watch a feud between those two. Holy shit. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Ziggler's got to go. It's time for him to get out of this company and just go somewhere else where he's not going to get paid as much money, but he'll get treated a hell of a lot better. Absolutely. The man has to get out while he can. I don't know when his contract is up, but when it happens, he needs to tell Vince McMahon to kiss his sweet ass and just fucking take a hike. Get out of that building. Get out of that company. They're not doing anything with him. His time is now. He's in his prime right now. They're going to piss it away and wait, and he's going to be too fucking old, and the quality of his work is going to be going down by the time they actually do something with him, if they ever do. Bullshit. And speaking of bullshit, we just keep rolling right along, man. Here's the other one. Mark Henry versus John Cena. The WWE title. Jesus Christ. What a load of fucking shit. What a load of fucking garbage. This match was horrible. Well, I take it back. The match itself actually wasn't that bad. I was surprised coming from John Cena versus Mark Henry. But let me get through what my notes here. Crowd's booing Cena hard. Mark Henry gets a big fucking pop. A big fucking pop. Biggest pop for Mark Henry that I can remember in the distant past, in the recent memory here. Henry got the kick out of the fireman's carry. Cena obviously kicked out of the World's Strongest Slam. Hell, Cena kicked out of getting kicked in the fucking balls. I guess Cena doesn't have any balls, because he kicked right out of that motherfucker. And then Mark Henry took a goddamn chainsaw and hit him and split him from groin to fucking face, just cut him in half, fucking Evil Dead style. And guess what? He covered both sides of, both halves of John Cena, and Cena still fucking kicked out. Because he says, fuck it, I'm just gonna Super Cena, here I go. Wow. And then right at the end, he locks on that STF and he looks like a goddamn idiot. Going, are you kidding me? He looks so fucking retarded. And I hate using that word, but it is the best word to describe the picture that was on the screen at the time. Fucking retarded. And just as the words were coming out of my mouth, I was literally saying Mark Henry is not going to tap to that move. He fucking taps to the STF. Are you kidding me? This garbage fucking submission move. And you're going to make Mark Henry tap to that? It completely fucking destroys Mark Henry's character. This guy labeled as the world's strongest man. And he came back with this new retirement angle. All of a sudden, people are getting back into this world's strongest man. They're forgetting all the other bullshit that Mark Henry's had to go through. And you're thinking he's dominant. He's going to be an ass kicker. He might have a chance against John Cena. Other people would think that, but come on. You know better. And all that talk that Mark Henry said about using his family, using his friends, using the fans just to get close to Cena so he could make a statement to go for that title, and that winning that title would justify his career, well, I guess what, Mark Henry? I guess you're just a fucking pussy, right? I guess you just couldn't get the job done. Well, apparently that's how it goes in WCE, World Cena Entertainment. John Cena wins again. It totally shits all over everything Mark Henry said. They had a decent angle. They ruined it. Cena fucking ruins it again. The Cena machine strikes again. A total fucking garbage. Mark Henry he was like crying as he was walking away from the ring, and you could see Cena holding the belt up like behind, over top of Mark Henry's head. What a bunch of fucking garbage. Wow. It literally, and when he had that STF locked into Mark Henry, it literally looked like he was fucking Mark Henry in the ass. That is just the message for the match right there, the statement of the match. Mark Henry getting fucked in the ass by John Cena and the Cena machine. This was terrible. Final match of the night, the WWE title contract match. RVD's the first one out. He gets a big pop, Looked like he lost a lot of weight to me. Daniel Bryan comes out. He gets a huge pop. And then there's nobody to replace Kane from that I didn't really get hit with the stairs fucking segment that they did on Raw. So it's just a 6-man match for the title. For the contract, I should say. So first everybody's ganking on RVD, tosses him out of the ring. Then they gank on Sheamus. It just keeps going until it's down to CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. Crowd's going crazy at that point. Match goes on. RVD at one point, he hits all of his standard moveset stuff that, we've seen him do a million times. But it was cool to see him do it back in the WWE in front of such a big crowd. Crowd really loved it. They were going crazy for that stuff. Sheamus. Let me tell you something. I fucking hate Sheamus. And it was great to see Sheamus get his shit pushed in this fucking match. He got his ass handed to him in this match. And I know it's all like scripted and shit, but I fucking loved it, man. He fell off a ladder at one point, and the inside of the ladder leg hit him in his inside of his leg right near his fucking nutsack, and it looked like it fucking hurt him. He was hobbling around for the rest of the match after that. And then CM Punk fucking ended Sheamus when he was up on top of the turnbuckle, had a ladder, and Sheamus was facing away from the turnbuckle. CM Punk did a little smirk to the crowd, and then fucking pancaked Sheamus and it looked like the ladder hit right on the back of Sheamus's head, and then Cena did a bow, Cena, get the fuck out of here. CM Punk did a bow afterwards. That was great stuff. And then again, Sheamus split the ladder in half, taking a spot from the turnbuckle outside of the ring. Fucking Sheamus got his ass kicked. I give props to Sheamus for doing those bumps. I never thought in a million years he would take bumps like that. But I was happy to see him get his ass kicked. We got a 5-star frog splash from RVD to Christian off the ladder. That was pretty cool to see again. Everybody figured that was going to happen at some point. And everybody was expecting Brock Lesnar to come out at some point during this match. I know I was. And do something to hose over CM Punk. But towards the end, we didn't get Lesnar. We got Curtis Axel. I guess they couldn't afford Brock Lesnar, so they had to bring in Curtis Axel. But he actually nailed Daniel Bryan, who was hot in this match, man. The crowd was super huge behind Daniel Bryan. Probably more than any other guy, except for maybe RVD. But he kept Daniel Bryan from getting the briefcase, and then Punk was pissed because he didn't want his help, so he hit the GTS on Axel, and that's when Paul Heyman came out, and as Punk was climbing the ladder, he nailed Punk from behind with the ladder, took him out. There's the turn from Paul Heyman. You knew it was coming. I was pretty happy with that. It would have been better if Brock Lesnar would have came out instead of Curtis Axel, but whatever. And then it looked like CM Punk might have bladed because he was bleeding hard from right up where his hairline is. I don't know if he did or not. I checked. We went back and looked at the replay. We replayed it a couple of times. Couldn't really tell. It looked like it might have just been the ladder that cut him open like that. Hard to say. But it was cool to see some blood. It was good for the spot, even though they wiped it up right away. It's a bunch of fucking pussies. But at the end, Randy Orton grabs the briefcase. He's the new WWE title contract holder. So this could be the heel turn that everybody's talking about for Randy Orton. And if that's the case, well, guess what, man? You're going to start seeing Orton running away from matches, cheating to win. It's going to be a bunch of fucking bullshit as he gears up to turn into one big-ass pussy and get fed to the Cena machine. So, business as usual. Nothing's changing here. Nothing's changing. Overall, I have to say the 2 Money in the Bank matches were probably the best parts of the show. If you didn't buy this pay-per-view, give yourself a big old pat on the back. You did a good job not spending your fucking money. And then just go back and watch those 2 matches online. You don't really even have to worry about the rest. It's just going to piss you off and aggravate you, most of it. Especially that Ziggler and Cena fucking garbage. So, that's it. That's the Money in the Bank review. I'm going to do my Raw review tomorrow. Might be till Wednesday. I'm going to try to get it in tomorrow. But, JB Squared, 61279. See you guys later. Bye.